Hello and welcome to the channel. Today we've got a HDA for simulating atlases. And as you can see with the render here, this grass is created using the Atlas Cutter node, which is a HDA that I created, which I'll link in the description below. And it's simulated using Vellum hair. So I'm going to show you the HDA and I'm going to show you how to create this kind of scene. So let's dive into this. Right, here we are in Houdini. So this is the Atlas Dynamic node. I'll give you a quick run through of how to use it and how to set it up. And basically we'll go through some of the parameters. So if you don't know what the Atlas is, it's basically a cutout of a Megascans 2D image. This Atlas Cutter is a previous HDA that I've already made. I'll link it in the description if you want to download it and have a play with it. I've added one more parameter to this to make it work with the Atlas Dynamic, and that is this sim skeleton section. So if I blast this out, I'll be able to show you exactly what it is. So if I do the drop down here. So each one of these will have its own hair, basically, or curve that we'll use for the simulation, and then we'll be deforming the mesh based on the hair itself. So this is using Vellum hair. I will update this HDA and re-upload it to Gumroad. So if you've already purchased it, then you should be able to get this update for free. So the first input is the atlases, so these meshes. The second input to this node are basically the points that it's going to be scattered onto. So at the moment, I've got some points here. I've got a basic orientation from a normal. And the only other thing that you will need is a variant attribute here. So at the moment, this is an integer variant, which is basically telling the scatter which one of these is going to be on what point. So as you can see, if we go to geometry here, there is a 0 to 2 variant for each one of these. And that will be used in the scatter on this side as well. So the last thing on the right-hand side, this is the collision geometry. So at the moment, I've just got a ball that's been rolling around. And with all this combined, there's I'll show you the parameters that are on this actual node itself. So there's an orient from normal, and this basically, it will need an orient matrix going into the simulation so that we can work out the deformation of the mesh. So this is quite a handy one. We'll basically create this from the normal. So without it, it will look like this, and it will use this these normals here as the rotation for each of the plants on the points here. There's a start frame, there's a subframe, and then this will reset the simulation. And if I dive into it, you'll have the Vellum hair and the Vellum solver. So if you want to play around with some of the settings for the bend or stretch or whatever you need to, then you can do some of that in the node. So there's already so if I dive into the Vellum, there's already a pop wind set up. So it should have some ambient animation. So if we hit play here, you'll see that they're moving around. I've actually got a cache here already that I've already rendered out, so I can have a little look. So this is using the sphere as a collision geometry as well. And as you can see, it's working quite well. There's nice deformation and there's not any glitching or weird rotations. So it seems to be quite stable at the moment. So with this as well, the cool thing is because it works well with the Atlas, you can switch out if you wanted to just quickly do grass or a different weed. You can switch this out and it will work straight away with the simulation. So anyway, so the link to this is in the description. Download it, have a play around, see what you think. And I'll link the Atlas as well so you can work these two together. As always, if there's any kind of features that you think could be implemented or you encounter any bugs or any problems, please do let me know in the comments and I'll hopefully be able to address these and update the HDA for everyone else as well. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video and I'll catch you in the next one.